think we should drop the name Palestine. It's a colonial name. And I think we should go with Palestine, okay?
Sammy, your brain cells were on a trajectory. You were going somewhere, and then you just... Sammy obeyed. Oh, yes, Sammy. I sometimes wonder why Palestinians feel the need to lie so deeply about their own history, culture, and identity. Sammy Obeid, in a lackluster comedy stand-up routine, had this to say.
I think we should drop the name Palestine.
Good point. I agree.
Palestine is the indigenous way of saying it. It's the Arab way of saying it. The people who...
No, Sammy. Palestine is Palestine. It's the same thing. You have a serious misunderstanding of the history of this region. Arabs colonized Palestine. They are not indigenous to Palestine, and neither is the name Palestine. You cannot find one archaeological artifact of significance in the ground here that says the word Palestine. And anytime the word Palestine was ever attached to something, it always had a bracket that said Eretz Israel, the land of Israel, making it clear that this land was never Palestine.
And people have the audacity to say that Palestinians don't like Jewish people.
Do you like Yehudi or...
Of course no. Why?
We're from the land of Stein. It doesn't get any more welcoming than that.
No, you're from the land of Judea. And honestly, a lot of you probably have Jewish DNA in you. Now, if you want to make the claim that you guys conquered the land coming from Arabia with your glorious culture and religion of Arabism and Islamism that has done wonders to the Middle East, North Africa, and obviously to Palestine, fine. I'll give you the narrative. You conquested the land. Now, the part that I found the most damning, and this I think is a result of this shitty TikTok generation misconstruing the truth in history to fit the narrative that fits you. He literally talks about the Roman occupation of Judea and then somehow flips it onto a group that came way later. You have to hear this.
Palestine is a colonial name handed from the Romans to the British, and like many English colonial names, it's stuck.
The Romans came before the Arabs. The land was called Judea, and the Romans colonized it and called it Syria, Palestina. The Arabs came 600 years after, and they just renamed it in Arabic, Palestine. This land was never called Palestine. Ever. Before the colonialists came, yes? Sammy, it doesn't mean you're not indigenous to the land. It doesn't mean I don't want you to live with me here in peace. I do. But stop changing history to fit your fake narrative so you can get claps from random white people in comedy clubs in North America. They don't have to live with you. I do. And I don't want to live next to a liar. Sammy, I don't know your politics, and to be fair, I don't really care to know him. You seem like a nice guy who might actually want peace with Jewish people. Habibi, do better.